Welcome back, Alex, dude. What a week 6 we had, dude. Well, what a week 6 I had. The only team to let me down were my Dolphins. See if I ever pick them again, man.
Yep.
It was
It's not a
sad.
good. It's not a good week. I don't feel very welcomed back, but I gotta admit, it is quite nice when I get to say pick against the Dolphins whenever Broshmo picks for them, and it works. So there's at least some positives from the week.
Yeah,
and I'm not behind. So that's a good.
I
start.
know we're all tied up now. I had the some of the ballsy picks paid off for me. We'll see if it'll pay off this week. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know so, go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. And as always, let us know who are your picks for week 7, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to do the pick'ems. Go ahead, check out Alex's channel. He puts out good draft stuff. You already know I put out good draft stuff. I got that good. He got that good. Good, starting with Thursday night. What a banger, man. What a banger game we have. The Broncos versus the Cleveland Browns. The Browns should come back a bit more healthy. Both tackle spots coming back. I don't know who's running the football this week. I don't know if it matters much. The Browns 3.5 favorite for good reason. Might be a close game. Might be more of a defensive game. But I think we've seen when the Broncos have to face good defenses, they just can't hang, man. Like the Raiders, like low-key, that's a good defense. That's a good defense. So I think the Browns, they can do enough offensively. I think we saw the worst of Baker last week.
Yeah.
I think things come back to the norm, and I think we see the Browns win in a game that's happening on Thursday.
Yeah. I was like expecting for you to hit it off with like a nice line.
And I got nothing funny here. There's nothing funny about what's about to go down for Teddy.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be good for the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had faith in the Browns to destroy the Cardinals, but at least like the Cardinals have been showing something. The Broncos, similar to the Panthers, have fallen off after their very hot start, which sucks a little bit because I was pretty happy to see the Broncos.
It's a little different when you don't have to face the Giants, Jets, and Jags.
That is fair, and that's something I did bring up. But, I think that Baker bounces back. He usually, I'm pretty sure when he sucks, he has like his best stats are like after a really terrible game. So he's very rebound, reaction heavy. So I'm excited about that, but there's not really much more to talk about.
The Denver defense hasn't been that good.
Yeah, they've been very underwhelming compared to what they are on paper. I thought they were arguably the best defense on paper in the NFL.
They've had a few injuries, but still. I mean, we see teams like Baltimore like prevail through a plethora of injuries. It's just Broncos aren't doing that.
Yeah, so I think we're both on the same side there, Browns. So let's see if we go on the same side, and I think we are for this game. Packers, Washington. Washington just hasn't been able to piece it together the way I was hoping. Obviously, Ryan Fitzpatrick would have made a bigger difference on the season. I think that Washington could have won their division, but the Packers are red hot. Aaron Rodgers, after being embarrassed week 1, has been doing a really damn good job. He literally screamed, "I still own you," I think, to the Bears fans after his touchdown. I was like, oh boy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
I know. So he's having his revenge. So yeah, I like Packers here.
Yeah, Washington, I think a lot of their struggles defensively is obviously the secondary, but I think it's the safety position. Collins isn't a good safety. Yeah. And who's the other cat they got? Not Cameron Curl. I think he's been pretty good. He's been like the other like slot box guy.
Yeah.
But Bobby McCain.
Yeah.
Yeah, how can I forget? Former Dolphin great. But yeah, offensively they can. I mean, Taylor Heineke, whatever the hell his name is this week. I always switch between the two. I can't help it. But yeah, I mean, they just don't do enough offensively. It sucks, but hey, it's Green Bay. They're a one-loss team. Their one loss happened to be they thought their bye week was week 1.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, 9.5 though. It's like, that's interesting. Can Washington keep this game tight? I don't trust that. I don't care how beat up that Packer defense is. I don't trust Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I really wish you started with this game. Chiefs versus Titans is a pretty toughie because, man, the Titans was a team that I was my ballsy pick last week.
Yeah, that was your ballsy pick, and it paid off big time.
Paid off big time. I don't think it happens again. Oh, does it? Does it? Like, okay, so the Chiefs, everyone expected them to beat Washington. That defense, it's not looking any better. Like, what's there to be encouraged for? Like, Harold Landry has been a nightmare for defenses, but they're so, like, the Titans are so beat up at the corner position. Like, the only healthy corner they have right now is Jackrabbit. Fulton's banged up. Farley's done for the year. They're having to rely on, Chris Jackson, who actually left last night's game twice because of injury. So, oh, man, it's tough to pick against. Let me hear your thoughts on this game.
You're taking the cheap way out. I mean, the Chiefs are a super low offense, and they're going up against a very injury-ridden defense, a team that was desperate for corner help, went in the first round for a corner, and does not have that corner anymore.
I know, right?
And Farley's been doing a really good job, so I think this is more of a no-brainer than I think what you're making it out to be. But it's just because Derrick Henry could totally change the game. That's the only X factor.
It is, and I know Ryan, Tannehill had a bad first half against the Bills defense, but the Bills defense is also far, far, far better than what the Chiefs got going.
100%.
Yeah, the Chiefs need to win this game. They need to win this game. You're right. You're right. And the thing was, I was just trying to talk myself into Tennessee. I really want to. Tennessee plays to their opponent, man. Doesn't matter if you're the Lions or if you're the Buffalo Bills, dude. You're gonna get a good game out of them. Get your popcorn ready. Tennessee's here to put on thrillers, man.
Speaking of a thriller, Falcons Dolphins.
To hell with you, dude.
Oh man, Tua finally put up over 300 yards, man. Right? Then he put up 330. So at least he did something on the stat sheet. You're in Miami, so I'm honestly tempted to lean Miami's way. The Falcons have their wins are not pretty at all. The Dolphins, I think, have a much better defense. I'm going the Dolphins.
You're an idiot. Dang it, dude. I'm not going to pick the Dolphins.
They're going to win.
Yeah, I know. If anything, I think that the times I pick against them, I picked the Patriots. They beat the Patriots opening week.
Yeah.
Brian Flores, I don't know what's up with the play calling offensively, but I don't know. They were a little beat up in the secondary this past week. They should be a bit more healthy. The defense should be a lot better. I know Atlanta, they don't have pass rush and they don't have coverage. That should be prime for the Dolphins. But I don't know, man. I just don't trust the Dolphins in this game. I don't trust Tua. Tua's still making these dumb mistakes where he just misses. I think on the pick, he missed the safety coming down. Yeah, no, I can't pick the Dolphins, dude. I'm going to stick with Matt Ryan. I'm going to stick with the good quarterback. They were able to get it done versus the Giants before their bye, and I think the Giants are a better team than the Dolphins. The Dolphins, their offensive line, speaking of the Giants, might be among the worst there with the Giants in the league, man.
It's a fair choice. It's a toss-up game, man.
If you're going to pick my team, then yes, screw that, dude. I'll pick against them. They burned me, man. They burned me. Jets versus the Patriots. Now, last time Bill Belichick faced a rookie quarterback, mind you, Davis Mills had the game of his life.
True.
I don't think that's the case here. I think we get back to what Bill does in terms of what he does to rookie quarterbacks. Rookie quarterbacks typically struggle against him. I think that'll be the case here in this Jets game. That Patriot defense is really good. That Patriots team, I think, is a bit underrated. They're better than that 2-4 record. They could have easily pulled out wins against Tampa, against Dallas.
Yep.
And it just fell. I think Mac Jones has looked like the best rookie quarterback this season. And
they expected that, though.
Yeah. I think
He's most pro ready.
I think for the most part, everyone would agree that he would have been the most steady.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think guys like Trevor, like Wilson, they were gonna have their ups and their downs.
They
But
had an adjustment period coming.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots in this one. It's in Foxborough.
Yeah.
They're playing good football, man. It'll turn to winning football eventually.
I'll just say this: if the Jets win, I'm going to be very happy because it'd be hilarious for Bill to almost lose to Davis Mills and lose to Zach Wilson. But it's a pretty big no-brainer. Patriots have a far superior team, and they have a far superior coach. No disrespect to Robert Saleh, but he's not Bill Belichick yet.
Not yet, yeah.
So there's no real reason to continue pondering over the Jets versus the Patriots. Next, Panthers and Giants. So two teams without RB1 potentially. Apparently Saquon with his 3 ankles is coming back. There's a chance.
There's a chance. He's questionable.
Kenny Galladay with that, he had a knee hyperextension.
Yeah.
He might be coming back as well. That would certainly make me lean more towards the Giants, but I just don't know. Like, if you think about it, it's going to be very awkward for them to move immediately after those injuries. So I feel a bit uncomfortable choosing the Giants in this one. I'm going to go with the Panthers. I still have faith in them. They have a really damn good defense. These games, they're not losing by much either. So as long as Sam Darnold cannot throw in 3 interceptions, I think they'll be okay.
I mean, to say Darnold was a better quarterback in the second half of that Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Giants have a terrible offensive line. Even like Andrew Thomas last week struggled. And I don't think honestly, I think Danny Dimes is playing good football. Like, his first turnovers were all strip sacks where the pressure was there before he knew it. And then you're fighting from behind. Yeah, he's going to throw errant passes. That happens. He lost Kadarius Toney early in the game. Like,
hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, he was limping. I don't remember specifically what it was, but he's listed as questionable. He should be. Honestly, I think he'll be back, and that'll be a big help. I ain't gonna lean to the stinking Giants, man. Like, Carolina, Sam Darnold, I think they play well. That Giants defense hasn't been good this season. Very underperforming considering how hot they were to finish the year last year. They're not getting pressure, so I don't care who's, like, if it's Brady Christensen or Cam Irvin, it doesn't matter. They're not going to get pressure. So, yeah, I'm going to pull with Carolina this week as well.
You know what's interesting? You think about it. The Giants and Washington, and you can argue the Eagles, their defenses haven't been playing as well as they should be on paper. Like, the Eagles, barring their linebacking situation, arguably the best team in the league, like, defensively. I absolutely love what they are on paper. The Giants, they have a totally stacked team as well. They're really damn loaded, even with Adoree Jackson there too. And then you think about Washington, there's no need for an explanation there. They even added a first-round linebacker. So don't know what the hell's going on in the NFC East. And the one team that usually has a sucky defense, the Cowboys, are doing well.
Yeah. Bend don't break, man. Bend don't break.
21.
Ravens versus the Bengals. The Bengals. This is a interesting game. The red hot Bengals versus the red hot Ravens. I have a hard time. I kind of professed my love for Lamar and this team, what they're able to overcome despite the injuries. They're defensively, this is a very savvy team, I think. A lot of great play calling. They designed their blitzes extremely well. And that showed, man. In that Chargers game, dude, they kept bringing pressure on the right side. Like, they literally took Austin Eckler out of the passing game because he had to pass block. So many times I saw him trying to just help poor Storm Norton out, man. But the Bengals, they're a red hot team. I get it. I just don't think they're on the Ravens level just yet. I like the direction this team's going. Joe Burrow's hot, but we do know this guy's prone to mistakes. We date that back to the Chicago game. So I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one, and they're at home. They're 6.5 favorites. I believe it.
Yeah. The Ravens are able to cope pretty well with injuries, even though Ryan Stanley's out for the year. The Bengals have a much better defense than it looks on paper. So
Definitely.
cheers to them for doing that. Like kind of the opposite of what we just talked about, the NFC least. The Ravens, you just said it. They brought pressure on the right side. They know how to attack weaknesses. Fortunately for them, most of the Bengals' offensive line is a weakness. So honestly, I think that all jokes aside, the Ravens have just a much better team overall, even with all the injuries. Lamar is finally getting into that actual passing rhythm, and I'm happy for him because, again, I like watching good football. I don't give a shit about my opinion. Like, as long as I get to watch a fun game, that's all I care about. So, yeah, let's rock the Ravens on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Le'Veon and Devontae Freeman, they brought these guys out of the
out of the abyss.
Out of the abyss, man.
The abyss of hell.
Scoring touchdowns, man.
Mm-hmm. So, apologies.
No,
Eagles.
you're good.
This is going to be an interesting game because the Raiders are being the Raiders. You don't know if they're going to win or else going to lose to a team that you never expected to beat them, like the Bears. The Eagles are always close in every game. It's tough, but you are in Vegas. I'm going to choose the Eagles. Here's why. The Eagles always fight. They have a great defense, and I just don't trust the Raiders. So it's a game that will probably bite me in the ass because you are in Vegas again. But I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna rock with Philly. I'm gonna rock with Jalen Hurts.
I don't think you're wrong.
You can side with me.
I know that's an option. But man, you remember the Derek Carr hype train, man? I might be all aboard. Next week. Not this week, dude. That's a good Eagles defense, man. Especially if the secondary's playing well. Mm-hmm. We know what the Raiders, we know that offensive line it's terrible. That's why Josh Jacobs has been having such a hard time getting started. And you know what? That's the bread and butter of the Eagles. They love to stop the running game from happening. Yeah. I think the Raiders are going to have a tough time dealing with, not necessarily Jalen Hurts, the passer, but they're going to have a tough time with him as the runner, dude. The guy's got a lot of legs under him. They're incorporating a lot more RPOs. I like that. So, yeah, I agree with you on this point, man. Like, this Eagles team's not bad. It's not good. It's middle of the road. And that's kind of how I feel about the Raiders. And, dude, I like the Raiders defense. I like it a ton, man. But but this is a close game, definitely, for sure. For sure.
Agreed.
The Detroit Lions versus the Rams. I'm going to go the Rams, and let me tell you why. Because Detroit's bad.
Period.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Jared Goff will get his revenge when Matt Stafford retires and the Rams don't have any picks.
Oh, dude, man. Jared Goff's not even attacking downfield. I saw that his average depth of target's like 6 yards. It's like...
Not because I know.
They're not going to be able to move the football.
Well, who does he have to throw down the field? His best weapons there is running backs. So,
dude, they're literally like, they're gonna make this is like the return, Danny Dimes. Like it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse than the first. Yeah.
So I don't think we need to talk much more about that game. Just 15-point spread makes sense.
Gosh, I remember when this Lions team was gritty.
Yeah. So every time, Texans and Cardinals. I did not think the spread was going to be 18.5.
Dude, that's wild, right? And doesn't it tempt you to like be like, hey, man, maybe the Texans aren't bad like options here.
Dude, what if could you just call upset? I can't. You just brought in Zach Ertz. The team is red hot. It's so tempting with that 18.5 point differential to just straight up go, you know what? Let's go the Texans, but I'm going to keep my wits about me.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I don't mind taking the Texans with the spread if we're betting. Yeah, I don't mind taking that. But especially if Chandler Jones potentially is out. But Texas team's not good, man. Kyler Murray's MVP right now. The Cardinals, they deserve a lot of respect, man. I think it's time we give it to them. They'll let us down later in the year, man. So I mean, they got 17 games now, so it's like it might take long for Arizona to kind of implode. Mm-hmm. So, but no, Arizona's playing great football. So yeah, Chicago Bears versus the Buccaneers, man. Justin Fields looking much better, but he's not beating Tom Brady. No.
12.5-point spread too.
Yeah, I know, dude. They're really making this tempting, man.
I know.
Yeah, because I mean, we just saw what the Buccaneers play. It wasn't even that close of a game with the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles made it closer than it really looked. At no point were they really in control of that game.
Yeah.
The Bucs, I think they're doing a good job of hiding some of their injuries in the secondary. Not nearly as good as the Ravens. I mean, that's next level. But I really do. I think this, especially with the pass rush, Vita Vea has been eating. I don't think the offense has looked better, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And defensively, unfortunately, you got to face Tom Brady. You got to face. It doesn't matter. Like, dude, he's what? I think he's down Gronk still. But bam, OJ Howard emerges. It's like, hey, remember me? I used to be a first-round pick, 6 receptions for like 70-some yards or something. Yep. It's like, dude, he's got a plethora of weapons and he's got great protection. It's tough to pick against him.
I totally agree. Yeah, I mean, the point spread, I'd honestly probably favor Tampa going over that. Like, the Bears do what the Bears do with like rookie quarterbacks. They don't let them actually do anything. They're always like, oh, I mean, Trubisky in his rookie year threw like 100 yards a game. Same thing with Justin Fields. He's not doing jack. But,
so you're telling me it's a Matt Nagy thing.
Well, Matt Nagy wasn't there during Trubisky's first year. I'm saying it's
yeah. I guess you're right.
Yeah, I'm saying that it might be a Ryan Pace thing where he says don't rush him. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how the hell the Bears have 3 wins. It baffles me.
They're not a bad team. They're not a good team, but they're not a bad team.
It baffles me that they got the 3 wins against teams, some of them that were hot. So obviously, let's discount the win against the Bengals was their fault. That was the Bengals' fault. But the Lions, I don't understand how the hell they couldn't put up more points than 14. But the Raiders was the big shocker. I don't get that one. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we're both on the same page there. Colts Niners, though. That is a fun game because, one, we don't know if Jimmy G is going to be there. It might be Trey Lance, but the Colts, we said, were the best 1-4 team last week. They're the best 2-4 team still. They have played.
The Patriots are 2-4.
They're a better team than the Patriots.
Okay.
They're a better team than the Patriots. Come on. To be fair, not to disrespect the Patriots, because they've actually played really close with some very good teams as well. The Colts have just played difficult team after difficult team after difficult team.
Yeah, we talked about the first part of their schedule is freaking tear.
I literally said, dude, rest Carson Wentz till week 9. Like, just do it. You come after a bye week as well, and then the rest of your schedule is easy. Regardless, the Niners, I just don't think have the legs, I guess, literally with Elijah Mitchell. I just don't think that they're going to be able to fight against the Colts. But Carson Wentz going off, man. And that secondary for the Niners is awful. The worst in the league. So I'm going to choose Carson Wentz. Red hot, doing very well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a close game, definitely, because, dude, Niners, they have a way to control the tempo of the game. This Colts defense hasn't been that good this year. They're dealing with a lot of injuries themselves.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, Carson Wentz, no one's talking about him, but, man, he's been playing mistake-free football. He's been playing good football. He got T.Y. Hilton back this past weekend. So, yeah, I think the Colts, now they're trending up, man. They have to win. Now they got to keep pace with Tennessee. Because Tennessee's now at 4-2. So,
yeah.
Got to keep pace with them because
you got to win your...
Yeah, best believe it. That's the only way a team from this division is getting to the playoffs, I think, is if they win it.
I totally agree with you.
So we got Who Dat versus... Who dat? Because I thought Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll tell you who dat is. That's Geno Smith, and he's not playing bad football. He's playing conservative football. He only had the fumble in the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
So, like, it ended up being, costly and costing him the game, but
Yeah.
but I don't know. I can't see the Seahawks team beating. It really depends which part of the roller coaster we get with Jameis. But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, but this Saints defense is really good. That Seahawks defense is very bad. Even if Jameis can't really do much, I think they could get the run game started. I think they're getting healthier on the line. I think they get Eric McCoy potentially back this week.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, tough luck for the Seahawks. Going Saints.
I totally agree, man. It's like they had a hard time with a good pass rush last week, right? With the Steelers. The Saints have almost as good of a pass rush as the Steelers do. Really, really good up front. Their linebackers, in my opinion, might be better than the Steelers. Their secondary, again, probably better than the Steelers. So, better defense. In my opinion, just as good of an offense. I'm going to rock with the Saints.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it's tough sledding for the Seahawks, dude. No Russell Wilson. You see he was out there during pregame warm-ups doing the 2-minute drill. Practice. Yeah, so weird, right? Like in street clothes, but it was a sad sight to be found. Like, honestly, I think these last 2 games were the toughest to pick.
Yeah.
Like, part of me was like, man, Seahawks, I think they could be competitive, but it's I don't know. But yeah, no, that Niners Colts game, woof.
I think that was a lot easier for me than a game like the Eagles and the Raiders.
Oh yeah, that Eagles Raiders game was real tough. But
that's tough.
Yeah, we're only disagreeing on one game this week, and let's see what my Dolphins can they lose for me. That really sucks. That's the one game we disagree on.
We're gonna have one person in the lead for the season, and it's just gonna be based solely on whether the Dolphins can live up to their expectations.
Yeah, this might be the last year I'm a Dolphins fan, dude. I used to say there was nothing they can do to hurt me. I was wrong. This is it. This is it, dude. Yeah. But that's it for the video. Let us know some of your picks in the comment section below. And as always, thank you, Alex, for coming on. It's always a privilege. It's always a pleasure.
Indeed.
But until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later. You dick.